I'm calling in the creator to the CEO who crave creating community and cash to create it like a boss. With me, Katrina Julia, as your host, multi-passionate entrepreneur, creator, and CEO who has walked from fear to faith, self-hate to love, corporate to calling, and continues to, with experience in 7+ industries, 7,000+ creators and startups, 2 creators to Fortune 500 brands, including Google, NBC, Victoria's Secret, and more. If you are ready to create it like never before in faith, wellness, wealth, marketing, business, travel, and more, this is the show for you. If this is your time to have freedom in all forms as you create it like a boss, let's create it. 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days. You guys, before I record this, I am so blown away in every single way as 2024 is jumpstarting in miraculous ways that I used to dream about creating and manifesting before. I started off the year in Cyprus. I left Cyprus yesterday. I am recording this in Egypt, overlooking the Red Sea. So, as soon as I clear all my Cyprus content over the next couple days on my YouTube channel at Limitless Global Girl, get ready for some juicy content on Egypt, the Red Sea, Cairo. I'm contemplating if I'm going to go to Sharm el Sheikh, which is close to Mount Sinai, which is close to where Moses in the Bible read the 10 Commandments, which is close to where the Red Sea was parted. It's said to be, and scientifically proven over the last numerous decades in different ways, which I'm going to be showcasing in some of my videos. It's along the, hold on, because I was Googling some stuff earlier. So I'm contemplating if I'm going to go or if I'm going to come back through Egypt because it's on a different side. Like I'm staying along the coast in Hurghada, and then I'll definitely be going to Cairo because I went to Egypt years ago and went along the Nile and went to Hurghada. I'll be going to Luxor again, but that time I didn't go to Cairo because of some things that were happening with different aspects of safety. And it said the Red Sea was parted somewhere along the Sinai Peninsula, with in between Egypt, but closer to Saudi Arabia. And Sharm el Sheikh is on that side, with the theory of the Gulf of Aqaba, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and with the Gulf of Suez to see which best fits the biblical account. And Mount Sinai is said to be where Moses was first called by God. And side note, I am reading this from armstronginstitute.org, where I found really, really helpful articles. So I digress, but at the same time, I believe a lot of that in my faith and the feeling and the focus is absolutely attributing to everything that is happening as I'm continuing to align my spirit, soul, mind, and body from the inside out. And so, with that, 2 things. One, Transformation from the Inside Out on my blog and show is a super helpful article and all about my story, which you can also access in the link in the show notes at the bottom. And then 2, let's get into part 1 with 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days. So I am going to be talking about in part 1 first with offer types. And then in part 2, I am going to be talking about the types of services that you may offer, or the types of products, or the types of income you may create. So, are you ready to make money as a multi-passionate entrepreneur, creator, and CEO with your passions and purpose? How about 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days? These strategies range from consulting to media to creating online courses by leveraging scalable options that add up to increase revenue rapidly. So whether you are a multi-passionate, an influencer, creator, or CEO, or working with a brand, 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days is going to astronomically help you in every single way. Picture this. You creating cash with confidence like Queen Bey. Get ready to slay your marketing and money to queen status. I am so excited to share the Creator to Cash Ultimate Toolkit that is free for creators to CEOs who crave creating and community and cash to create it like a boss. Join me on hashtag all the things to see, hear, and read my Creator to Cash Toolkit to help you create confidence, community, and cash. It is all about the 7 ways to make money in 7 days on the blog, on the show, on my binge worthy YouTube channel, Limitless Global Girl, 7-figure proposal and pitch days, how to find 700,000 plus daily in opportunities, how to close a 10K plus monthly retainer, and 75 plus tips, tools, and tech to create it. Head on over to the link in the show notes and jumpstart with the Creator to Cash toolkit so that you create it like a boss. So, 1, create one item, one offer at $7,000 plus. Newsflash, this will take literally you getting one person or one brand at $7,000. This can be a bundled package. This can be a retainer. This can be a 3-month mastermind. This can be so many different things that you create, and amazing tips, tools, and technology that I've used to create this have included Kajabi, have included Honeybook, and you may find my 75 plus tips, tools, and tech in the link in the show notes as well. And including some incredible videos that you might want to dive into on my YouTube channel at Limitless Global Girl, like the 7 ways to make 7K. And you can see me face to face, like the fastest way to make $10,000 months, like how to find $500,000 plus opportunities daily. And those are some previous episodes on the podcast as well, if you search through. But I find that YouTube is much more easier to search in comparison. So this is my note to iTunes and Apple: make podcast episodes searchable within every single podcast. It's 2024, people. Okay. Number 2, $3,500 offers. So you may create this as a piece of a $7,000 offer, and or you may bundle different things like a consulting sesh, like digital products. A amazing example that you're going to see about this is my VIP Creator to Cash and Creator to CMO offers as well. And selling this to 2+ creators or brands will get you to the 7K in 7 ways in 7 days or less. This is for you, dear creator to CEO. If you want to create cash VIP style. If you feel like no matter how hard you try, you can't create wealth, you're not alone. Despite the great resignation and increasing entrepreneurship, stats and studies show that 80% of women entrepreneurs make less than $100,000. With a staggering amount of women creators to CEOs feeling the same way, it may only mean one thing. Our approach gets to change from a creator to a CEO. We get to increase our worth, our wonder, and our wealth. Creator to Cash with 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days will help you do just that. So, you want to know all about the VIP experience? You are not alone, dear friend. In the VIP experience, you get a intimate initial 2+ week experience. You get a pre-experience assessment with a value of over $3,000. You get a marketing and money audit with over a value of over $3,000 right when you join in. You get a private initial one-on-one sesh with me and or the community to dive into the results and breakthroughs from those assessments and for us to really get to know each other. You get an incredible creator to cash roadmap. You get tips, tools, and tech with an incredible templates with a dashboard, with a scorecard, and project management step by step that outlines these 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days that you get to rinse and repeat over and over and over again. Value easily over hundreds of thousands of dollars as you create it. Because imagine you create even potentially even 7 different products within a year, and you get to even 7K in 7 days 7 times. That's 50 plus K. And that is saying that you are aligned, you are acting, and you are taking action. Plus, you get everything in the 7 ways to make 7K online course with lifetime access, including my ongoing updates. Plus, you get the 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days workbook and audio. That alone is another value of easily over $7,000. You get another private session with me and or the community within the first 14 days to cover the creator to cash roadmap and the tips, tools, and tech. Plus, you get Create It Monthly for 7 months. Plus, you get Transformation Toolkits for 7 months. And I'm running an incredibly amazing beta deal that is not 7,000, which would still easily be less than 10% of the value, but it's $3,500 for all of that. On top of that, we are also partnered with Afterpay. So you get to also, depending on your own current circumstances, you get to align with Afterpay in order to finance that as well. I can't wait to see you create it. Let's continue to create it with $1,000 offers. By sharing and selling $1,000 offers to 7 people, you will get to 7,000 in less than a week, depending on your focus. Of course, that is not guaranteed. You may align your actions, you may focus, and the outcome may not yet happen in 7 days, or it may happen in less than 24 hours. I've seen full spectrum. This can be leveraging an online mastermind. This can be creating a premier course. This may be one coaching session. The possibilities are limitless, truly. Now let's get into $500 offers. I usually find this readily with online courses and digital products sold at around the price point or at the price point of $500. These may include ebooks, online courses, masterminds, templates, toolkits. With focusing on digital products, initially they are obviously an active income stream, and especially as you learn to market, co-launch. Some of the ways I'm expanding this in different ways is participating in bundle offers so that I can expand. So I offer one of my products at a lower price point or for free in a bigger bundle, and then I get access to all the emails. Then I also posted a co-launch opportunity to co-launch in bundles with creators. And then we figure out a new offer together. And I posted that in a Kajabi community for free. And I'm literally, I think yesterday, I'm waiting to hear back. And the other marketing case study that you may really want to dive deep with me on the blog, on the podcast, and on my YouTube channel is my Barbie marketing is a $1 billion genius, and how you can learn to launch like a boss. Speaking of, you definitely want to check out my Launch Like a Boss episode on YouTube and or the podcast and or the blog, and I share a lot of screenshots and behind the scenes too. So let's keep creating with $250 offers, which are great for mini courses and workshops. By selling this to 28 plus people, you will get to 7K in 7 days or less. These bite-sized learning experiences can cater to topics, to skill sets, whatever it is that you decide. $140 offers with digital downloads and templates are also an incredible leverage point. And I find, as creators to CEOs, I started off with lower price points. And then as I started believing I was worthy and also recognizing it's easier to start at a higher price point and then scale and automate and delegate with tech and a team, those lower price points, and I was kicking myself a year ago when I started realizing this, but also what I want to say to myself and to you is your journey is perfect as it is, and embrace that in every way, no matter where you are in your creating journey. And I would love to see you in the 7 ways to make 7K experience, the Creator Cash course. I would love to perhaps see you on a retreat with me this year in 2024 and or in future years as well. Also, you want to think about one of the other things that is on my radar and within Q1 to Q2 of 2024 is I am going to be I've actually already started creating them, NFTs. And not only am I creating them digitally, with the theme and focus of Limitless Global Girl and Create It, I'm also going to be showcasing the behind the scenes on my YouTube channel, on the blog, and on the show, on creating NFTs, on launching them, on the results, the outcomes, and I will be creating a course on how to create your NFTs as a creator as well. Because I really want you to think about limitless possibilities. And along those lines, you also want to think about things like royalties. I mean, of course, think Beyonce, Michael Jackson, Taylor Swift, but also royalties are paid for products. Are paid for products, are paid for NFTs, are paid for book sales, are paid for digital media. And also think about things like Herbalife Nutrition, which if you've tuned into the show in the past and or been connected in the Creator to CEO community, you know I talk about Herbalife and how Herbalife changed my life as the #1 global nutritional brand, how I love the community, how I lost 55 plus pounds and continue to live a healthy, active lifestyle. We are in 100 plus countries. It also supplements income as well. Disclaimer, the average person loses a half a pound to a pound a week with a healthy, active lifestyle using Herbalife. Last but not least, you want to think about $70 offers. So I've recently been testing this with my workbooks that you're going to hear about, like my workbook for Creator to Cash, like my workbook for Creator to CEO Launch Like a Boss at $70. These are a great way to create digital products or a flash sale or select services or leverage scaling up and testing something, whatever possibility, or a downsell from a higher end product, which you also will see in my Creator to Cash offers and whatnot as well, to give you more ideas on how to create 7K in 7 ways in 7 days, how to make $7,000 in 7 ways in 7 days. It is an ambitious but achievable goal depending on where you are. By implementing these different types of offers, you may leverage your expertise, your offerings, and scalability to generate revenue, to create a life of freedom in all forms: time, experience, location, community, expression, and yes, financial freedom. So it's time to create it like a boss. Leave a review on the show. I would love to shout you out. Drop your IG handle, your website, and stay tuned for part 2, where I dive deeper into the types of offers you may offer, from consulting to freelancing to digital products to royalties. So I touched on them in this episode, but I'm going to be diving deeper into that episode. So remember, create, transform, and inspire, because you are born to. Depending on where you are at as a creator, you may love my 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days immersive and interactive experience with the workbook, and or the 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days course, where you get lifetime access and you get to rinse and repeat the results over and over and over again. Check it out in www.bit.ly/create it like a boss. All the chats on faith, wellness, money, marketing, business, and travel, so you create a life and business you already. Head on over to the blog, the podcast, and the freebies to jumpstart your transformation. If you're ready to dive into the online courses, the live events, or the retreat, and if you want to create with our community on an even deeper level, definitely check out our internships, our influencer collaborations, management, and brand engagement. Let's create it.